Hey friend, what's up? It is Dr. Burgandi Collins, and in the previous video, I shared how I am really focused on getting back into hobbies, into my hobbies. And one of my hobbies that I'm getting back into is reading, especially in the evening. So we're going to talk about what I'm reading now and how you can incorporate it into your routine. Hey friend, welcome back. I am Dr. Burgundy Collins, chiropractor in real life, and thank you for checking out this video. If you enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe to this channel. Now, in a prior video or previous video, I discussed how my life was feeling super flat, and now I'm really focused into incorporating hobbies back into my life. Now, it is after work, and the sun is still out, I guess because we are heading towards spring and summer. So, in the evenings, I do like to sit back and enjoy a good book with a nice warm beverage. And I figured today I would just show you what is on my reading list and how I determine what I'm going to read. Now, one of my favorite hobbies, as I just mentioned, is reading. I am a voracious reader. Is that how you say the word? Voracious? Voracious? I'm that. In fact, one of my favorite memories in life is remembering my mom reading stories to my sisters and I, and the kind of stories that she would read us. And actually, my very first job, my second first job, was at a library, and I worked in libraries most of my young adult life. But anyway, with that being said, I usually get in over my head, and I just usually at any given time you can find me reading 5 books at a time and actually not even finishing any of them because I just pick up a book, read it, put it down, pick up another book, read it, and put it down, really getting nowhere. So, what I wanted to do this year, as I'm getting back into reading, besides outside of work reading, is to go back to some of these books that I haven't finished, or actually reread some books that I just want to refresh myself on. So when I'm reading books, I like to break them down into categories. I like to read something that is fun. This is actually what I can consider my fun book now. It's actually recommended to me by a patient. She's in a book club, and it's what they were reading. It's called America's First Daughter. It is about pretty much Thomas Jefferson's oldest daughter. And it's a really good book. It's based upon letters that they wrote each other and letters that Thomas Jefferson wrote to other people. I'm learning a whole lot about history. I'm pretty much done. It looks a little beat because I used to read it in a pool, and it has gotten wet so many times. So I'm actually rereading this, and I'm not rereading it from the beginning, but I sort of just picked a section and I just picked up from there and just rereading the book. So I have a few chapters left. It's so good. I really love this book. Um, so that is my fun book. What I do is I like to read a fun book, and then I also like to read something to help me grow. And what I'm reading to help me grow, I'm focusing on a business book. And this one is called Scale or Fail a Patient. Not only did she recommend it, but she also gifted me a copy. This book is basically how you can scale your business, which is something I'm very interested in doing. I've had my practice for 5 years now, and I'm really looking to taking it to the next level. And this book is, again, it's highly recommended, and I'm excited about getting into this. I've already read like the first chapter or so, but I'm really focusing on really getting into it and finishing it and applying it, and hopefully being able to use some of this information to scale my business and become more successful. And then last but not least, um, I also like to read something, it's growing, but something more akin to like fun growing. So I have my business growing, scale of fail, but then I also want my fun growing. And usually in my fun growing is things like the power of now, or sort Neville Garden stuff, or sort of like self-help kind of grow. But I also like to read stuff that involves my hobbies, and one of my hobbies is learning how to beekeep, because my goal is to have a yard full of beehives and take care of my bees and help with the environment and help them to just keep our world just flourishing and being beautiful and edible. So I'm actually starting this over from the beginning. I've already finished this book, but I'm rereading it because I'm getting to the point where I think I'll be able to have some bees in a year or so. So I just really want to stay up abreast of the information about raising bees and taking care of them and how to purchase them and just how to be a good beekeeper. So I'm just rereading this book. This book was actually gifted to me. Also, people love giving me stuff. This book was also gifted to me from some people who trained me or allowed me to train with them or shadow them as they keep their bees. They were a family, and they have a couple of beehives in a garden where I used to have a plot. and they gave me the book because they're really sweet people and they like me. So those are the categories of books I like to read. I do most of my reading in the afternoon. I would love to be able to just read throughout the day, but I'm so busy with patients and reading stuff for work. So it's really good for me to just come home at the end of the evening after I wind down, dinner's done or cooking, and just take a few minutes, or even actually I read most of the time in the bed, just to sit in the bed or sit like outside where it's nice and cozy and just read and just lose myself in a book. To me, there's nothing better than picking up a good book, getting lost in it, and then noticing like time has just passed you by, and just like living vicariously through these characters that the author has written. So, this is one of my hobbies, and I'm actually staying on track. I'm doing a lot more reading, and I'm becoming more well rounded. I'm feeling more fuller, more like myself, and I greatly encourage you to do some reading. Reading is so important, and whether you're reading a comic book or a nonfiction book or something super deep or whatever, I'm just reading is really good for our mind, especially since we spend so much time just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and mindlessly just being inundated by just words. It's good to just really sit down and enjoy something that we can mindfully read and enjoy. Well, I hope this video was interesting for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm just sharing a little bit about my day as a chiropractor, and part of that just really just getting back to myself, and again just digging back into my hobbies. And today I just wanted to share how I am incorporating more reading, and I'm happier for it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I catch you next time. All right, peace out.